Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Rowing Chat 2021 Olympic Preview. I'm Rebecca Caro, and today we're going to be talking about the Austrian rowing team with my wonderful guest, Aram Lemmerer. Aram, welcome to Rowing Chat.
Rebecca, thank you so much for having me here.
So Aram is known to quite a lot of you because he has a very popular YouTube channel where he previews and advises a lot of people on their rowing technique. But you might also know him from his Aram training business or his bio rower rowing machine business. But fortunately for me, I know that Aram is an Austrian. And you don't know this about me, Aram, but I actually learned my German in Austria.
Did you? What a surprise. Where at?
I worked as a cleaner in the Hotel Imperial in Wien.
That's close to where I lived. Oh, beautiful.
It was a long time ago. And everyone said, oh, but you have the Wiener dialect. And I was like, well, you know, someone's got to.
It's a good one to have.
Thank you. Now, today we're here just to talk about the Olympic team that's going to Tokyo. And there are two crews from Austria who've qualified. Who are they?
We have two ladies' crews. We have the lightweight women's double with Luisa Altenhuber and a newcomer. She's quite young, only 20 years old, Valentina Kavala. And the two are a bit of a surprise qualification. One, the original crew consisted of forgot her first name, Laura Andorfer and Luisa. So Laura and Luisa, they were pretty fast. I think a pretty good double, but they didn't qualify in 2019. So everybody had to qualify in so this year in 2021. But unfortunately, Laura had a slipped disc, and so they had to urgently for a replacement, and they found Valentina Kavala. And originally they wanted somebody else in the boat, but her name is Lara. She's actually part of my club, and she just won bronze at the World Cup in the lightweight women's single, but she wanted to stay in the single. She didn't want to be in the double. So they had to look for somebody urgently, and they found Valentina, and it was pretty unclear whether or not they would qualify. And they managed to qualify, and for them it's it's a dream come true. So it's all happiness now.
Sometimes, you know, you get a great offer, don't you?
Yeah, it is. But I think the two deserve it.
They qualified at Lucerne literally a month ago.
Yeah.
Fabulous. And let's now talk about the rather better known Austrian team member, who is, of course, Magdalena Lobnig in the single scull.
Yeah. For her, it was pretty clear she would go. But like everybody else, she has her ups and downs. She's got injuries, allergies. There were problems with the coaching. Her coach stopped working with her. Then he came back. There was a lot of back and forth. And what is very fascinating for me about Magdalena is her willingness to fight and to win. I mean, you always say this about rowers, you got the will to win. But I mean, she's got it. She can row until she drops out of the boat. She's so passionate, ambitious, and I've rarely seen this. I've seen it more with women than with men, and she certainly got it. So she's got that, fighting gene, if there's something like this. And I admire her for that.
Maybe?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, if you're in a race with her, it's not a comfortable race for you. If you're her position, she's gonna be, she's a tough nut to crack, certainly.
And of course, she's had a 5-year Olympic cycle. How old is she now, roughly?
She's in her late 20s, early 30s, late 20s, about 30, and she's got experience. Magdalena raced in Rio. Yeah. She knows what it's like. She was in the A final in Rio. I think for her a bit disappointing. She hoped to do more than that, and she's now got the experience of racing, and she's always got the fast first 500. That's just her way of racing. This is how she likes to come out. She likes to dominate pretty early. But at the same time, and we saw this 2017 at the Florida World Championships, she's able to hang on to that. So once she's in the lead, does not like to let go. And she's one of the few athletes I know who can actually live up to the occasion in a race. So I think
give me a good example of when she's managed to do that.
well, things can go wrong badly. And a couple of years ago, the European Championships in Brandenburg in Germany, they saw probably the worst conditions I've seen in the last decade of an official FISA race. And I mean, there was no boat that was that was not filled with water to max. So these conditions were almost considered to be unfair, but she managed to pull it off and win. And she's somebody you can throw at her a bunch of challenges that come somewhat surprisingly. She can have her downs during training, preparation. Things can go awfully wrong. Give her a race situation and she'll make the best of it. So she does not need perfect circumstances during preparation all the time, and she can still pull it off during a race. And as Olympic Games, as you know, have kind of their own rules. You know, you get World Championship, all's going well, you get crews on top, and then Olympic Games, one regatta, and the nerves collapse and nothing works. And she's the opposite. So she usually lives up to the occasion. So if I'm not sure about the lightweight women's double, whether or not they're going to make a medal. I think they're excellent. Might be in for surprise, but there are tough crews out there. But Magdalena, I think if somebody can pull it off, she can.
And of course, we know that the course in Tokyo is in the harbour, so it's highly weather exposed. And it sounds to me like, from what you said, she has the skills.
Definitely, yeah. Also, the place where she usually trains, so it's Völkermarkt in southern Austria. You have wind from all kinds of directions. It can be picture perfect, but you can have wind from virtually any direction if you want to. You can always escape, but you can also subject yourself to the bad weather if you want.
What a great training discipline.
It is, yeah.
So obviously we're looking forward to seeing what happens for the Austrian rowing team. Do you have any final words, maybe in German, of encouragement for them?
Ah, selbstverständlich. Ich wünsche natürlich meinen Landsleuten oder meinen Landsfrauen nur das Beste. Ich hoffe, ihr habt Spaß daran. Und ich bin mir sicher, dass ihr das genießen werdet, aber auch richtig gutes Rennen fahren werdet. So for everybody who didn't understand this, I said, I want you to enjoy this, but also, make the best of it. And I think the most important thing about an event like this is to treat it as a regatta during the regatta, and afterwards enjoy all the rest of the scenery and be excited about it.
So you don't have a phrase in German like break a leg, which is what we say in English, which is obviously not what you want to happen, but it implies that they should go and have fun and do their best.
There's that whole saying, Dollen und Riemenbruch, which means, break your oarlocks and oars. But there's also, immer eine Handbreit Wasser unter dem Kiel, so always a hand width of water under your boat. But we usually don't say this. In the elite group, we used to say, good luck, viel Glück, all the best, du schaffst es, yeah, you're going to make it.
You don't kind of need tokenism, do you, of sort of good luck wishes, because luck is the last thing that you expect in an Olympic regatta. It's good preparation and good racing.
It's interesting you say this. Absolutely. I hate it when somebody says good luck and say, hey, if I need luck, I'm in the wrong place.
I think you and I would agree on that, yes.
Yeah. Luck is, what do you say? Luck is where opportunity meets preparation.
There we go.
That's one of the best things I've heard. Yeah. And I think the Olympic Games is the same.
When I was a child, we had a little flower vase, which was made in the village where I was brought up for a previous jubilee of some description. And it said on it, success comes not by wishing, but by hard work fairly done.
Absolutely true. Yeah. It's like there are no big steps. They always consist of small steps nobody sees.
That's right. And as you said, Magdalena's been to Rio. She knows exactly what an Olympic regatta can be like. And so she has the best possible preparation, I'm sure, because she has had the experience. And it is definitely the case, if you study the statistics, that very, very few athletes medal in their first Olympics.
Yeah, the first Olympics are all about being excited to be there. But the second ones, you actually want to have a result. Yeah.
Well, I wish the Austrian rowing team all the best for Tokyo. And I know, like myself, you'll be watching every stroke of the way.
I will, yeah, definitely. Thank you very much, Rebecca.
Aram, it's been a pleasure. So watch the rest of the series and stay tuned as we cover country by country all of the English-speaking commentators that I can find to tell us about their countries' teams that are going off to the Olympic regatta. Till next time, bye-bye.